Hello there guys, and welcome to yet another video on Sepa channel, again in Concord Park obviously. And now we are going to view this wonderful Vauxhall, or well, I suppose it's gonna be Opel if you are in the EU, Corsa, which is a small little car. This one, it's a blue color. I'm not sure if it's kind of like matching 100%, but it's not too bad. The car was manufactured in 2019 to 2020, like this model itself. The car itself, it's in 2020. It has, I don't know, like a beautiful design. You can't expect too much from the car itself when it comes to performance, but at the end, this is a town car. It's a car that's gonna take you places. It's a car that technically shouldn't have that much of a big of a consumption. What was it again, the consumption?
They claim it should be in between 47 to 53 mpg, which could be on a motorway if you don't force it too much. I mean,
it has 4 doors, so
let's open one door and see.
Shall we start with engine first?
Yeah, just open the...
Well,
what side is it on? On the other one.
Looks like every manufacturer prefers to be lazy when it comes to this. Right, so the engine is a 1.2 petrol.
1.2, 75 horsepower, 3 cylinders, and it makes an awful noise. This is like a spoiler.
You can definitely see, they thought about saving money because this is the engine, nothing covering it. So at least it looks a bit better.
Yeah.
Or they just wanted to prove the fact that, all the components are there. Nothing is missing. Yeah. So 1, 2, 3.
What's that?
Which one? The noise.
There is a buzzing noise from... Ooh, it might be a shield. I don't know if you guys can see it, but it's a shield which has like an aluminum coating or something. So
I don't know what the noise is.
I think it's plastic, but it's with aluminum coating, which is nice. I don't know, it's okay. It looks something. Yeah, it is like aluminum.
Looks
yeah, it's
like
stopped.
Looks like that, I think.
This
it's not like bad though. The beautiful fact about it, the good fact about the fact that they don't have anything to cover it is that you can actually see the components. That's actually nice. I mean, the car itself has like 16,000 miles, so obviously it's not going to be...
So you have this battery, but you can put a bigger one. As you can see, it's enough space. I think this one, it's L2EF. It's made in Spain by Varta. By the way, Varta and Bosch has the same factory. Believe it or not, you're just buying the same battery. So don't consider too much in that aspect.
So engine, water, and coolant. And
the engine mount is quite big.
You're gonna have...
It shouldn't vibrate, you know what I mean? Like it's...
What, the whole thing?
It's big. No, I mean like the engine mount, it's, you know what I mean? Yeah. 3 pistons. You can see the coils here on top. And then there is no cover. I mean, how much could have been that as a cost?
Suppose this will be the computer.
Because the price, I don't know how much was it new, but currently it's like 10,500, 11,000, which is quite a lot. I mean, it's not expensive, but it is expensive for this car, but it's not too expensive. However, considering the price lately,
this is not new though. It's like 3 years old. Shall we try the lights?
Yeah, let's see if it has like a standard light. So I don't think it's LED or something. Oh, it might be LED.
Is it?
Oh.
Well, that's good for the change.
Yes. I mean, it's manufactured in 2020, so it should be LED.
I guess it really depends, because on the Peugeot, as an example, you don't have LEDs, but hey, well, this is the engine.
It doesn't
Nice
have
engine.
an engine cover, however, it has this thing which should reduce the noise, which is okay, if you ask me.
There is a bit of an engine noise when you're driving it, understandably, with this type of engine, but it's I don't know.
Let's see how big the boot is.
It's a bit weird. This is actually decent. It's not
It has
too
a
bad,
light which is not LED.
but nothing else.
That one there, it's not LED.
What do we have here?
It's like a service stuff.
Yeah, same in the right side.
Let's see, has it got a spare wheel? Let's see.
Should we bet on it?
Yeah.
I think it does not. But
It could fit one.
it could fit one. I'm not sure if you can fit a full size. I think you might be able to fit a full size.
I mean,
as well.
this one, it's small, so it should be. However, it has like that compressor.
Yeah, you have the compressor, and then you have the solution. If you have a puncture, what you do, you link the compressor to this.
But it
And then-
has not got a wheel. Or it has got like a wrench.
Nope.
Has it got
Oh
a
no,
wrench?
it has. No, there is no
No,
wrench.
that's the yeah.
No,
I
this is
mean,
no wrench.
with Vauxhall, that might be useful at one point. So,
To be honest with you, the good part is that you can actually fit one if you want.
you know, I mean, like it's a lot of space here. You can actually put this.
Take
things-
everything down and use it for storage.
Yeah, use it for store. I mean, it's needed for this one. I mean,
I think Tesla on the front frunk or whatever they call it nowadays, I think it has a bit more than whatever this one has at the wheel space. It's not bad though. You can definitely go shopping. You're gonna feel like a family shopping for sure. Let's see, do we have anything here? Nothing. No buttons, no nothing.
the backlights are. I mean, the design it's nice.
The design is good. The design is nice. It looks, I mean, you know, 2020 you can kind of expect for a design like this, but I don't know, man, for 10,000 at least it's a bit much.
Let's see in the back.
I like this, the plastic in here, it gives it a bit of continuity, I suppose.
Yeah. Let's see in the
Do you
back.
think I'm gonna fit at the back?
You should. Only one way to come.
Yeah, about that. You know what? I mean, I can fit, okay.
What about the headroom?
I have a bit of, you know what, at the first bumper, man, I'm gonna break my neck, I guess. But I can fit, like, it's not impossible. 4 people in this car is not impossible. Obviously has to be like small journeys, you know, limited time only. You can put a water bottle here, and then, you know, since this is a cheap model, you do not have any electric mirrors, but I guess you can train your muscles. That might be very good. Aluminium you have right here. It looks like the discs are pretty new, obviously 17,000 miles, it makes sense. It has some Michelin tires on it.
You know
so-
what's weird for me?
Huh?
2020, and it has only 4 bolts.
Fair point.
You know what I mean? Like it's only what the. I mean, okay, I get it. It's. Let's see, is it 16? R16. These are all 16, bro.
Small tires.
16? It should. I mean, it's not small. It's 16. And it's only 4 bolts. I mean, why?
I guess they have a they have a lot in stock, and they wanted to make sure if somebody's gonna buy, is gonna buy from them directly. I don't know, man. It is more safe to have 5, but I guess you can still drive it out. And it started raining, which is beautiful. Right.
I mean,
Let's go to the passenger
it is an
seat.
English car, so you know. I mean,
Let's go to the passenger seat, and then we are going to check the driver's seat. So passenger seat, you have a bit of space in here to put your stuff, and then you have your electric window. You do have a lot of space, and by a lot I mean enough space. It is a bit weird when you sit in it, actually. You're right, it feels... Why is it like this angle in here for your legs? It feels like you're gonna launch with a rocket or something like that. But obviously we have half of a glove box, which is standard for British car mostly, except for Toyota as an example. And then you're gonna have the fuses here, and you have the OBD as well in there, so you can access the computer or whatever for services. The service book, it's not bad.
And also the bonnet opener, it's like here, the switch, whatever you call it. It's good flimsy in it. It's flimsy.
Man, look at this. And not only, look at this. This is mad, man. This is mad.
Once again, it should be a cheap car. It's not that cheap, you know what I mean?
Prices just went ballistic. There is no lighting here. Obviously,
No light on the back.
You still have a mirror, but you know, if it's dark, it's dark. You have some controls.
Let's see on the back. So there is no light. I will show you guys. Look, there is no light. Yeah.
Let's do the passenger one as well, and then we're gonna do a test driving and see how it feels. Well, we kind of know how it feels. We've been driving it, but we're not gonna tell you yet.
Look at how big this is.
Why?
Why is it so big? And this is because this is plastic, you know what I mean, and they can save some money on I'm saying, like,
Makes sense.
this is plastic, and
It looks like you're opening a gate to another universe.
Yeah.
It's like, boom, Stargate.
but look at this. It says E5, E10, so it works with both E5 and E10. But it doesn't specify if it's 97 octane, 95 octane, 99 or 100, you know what I mean?
Well, they might not care that much, I suppose.
The back looks quite okay.
The design is not bad, though.
Is it
you know.
flimsy?
No,
Like-
it's actually okay. I mean, from a piece of plastic, it's kind of okay. Don't think you can actually expect more than this, to be honest.
By the way, you open the boot from here. It's like a switch here, which is nice because it's protected, so makes sense.
And beautiful enclosed in the logo itself.
This, I think it's the fog light, if you ask me. But it's nice because on both sides you have the rear when you go reverse light, so that's nice. On the back you have standard, so you won't forget about this stuff. Okay,
So
we go in the
for,
interior. Let's go. Because it's really quite a lot.
for the driver's side, let's start with the door. We have the two front electric mirrors and electric windows, and you also have electric mirrors. It's pretty standard when it comes to like the joystick or whatever. But again, look at this, how it moves. It's,
You can actually see it.
man, it's a bit weird, you know. It's not like you can't live without it or whatever is gonna be like a pain in the butt, but it's, I don't know, it's flimsy. It doesn't look okay. And then you're gonna have the steering wheel, which is pretty nice, pretty decent.
The cluster is standard, so it's nice. I like where the temperature gauge is located and also the fuel gauge is located. They are nice. The background is simple.
If you wanna look at whatever is happening there, you have to look through it, through the steering wheel.
And you kind of can because it's a
Big.
lot of space.
It's big.
Yeah, can you actually move the steering wheel like up and down, left or right or whatever? Up
Oh,
and down.
it has a thingy here, like a lever.
Yeah.
And then this is up,
Yeah.
and this is
and
down.
can you press it?
Nope. Oh yeah, you can. Jeez, it was not bad actually.
So you can actually adjust it.
That's beautiful.
Yeah.
Oh man, this is for me. I'm gonna feel like, let's see, let's leave it like this. If I can drive like this, is mad. I'm a big, no, I can't. My hands are too long.
Okay, here you have not that much. I mean, this is like the controls from AC. It's manual. You can't set up a temperature or anything like that.
Standard key. There is no keyless option, so you have to actually use the key. And then lock it, unlock it, and this one is gonna be for
The boot.
For the boot. Bit much of a logo. You know what? I have. Let's see. We have 3 keys in here. Okay. We have 3 keys in here: Beamer, a Peugeot, and a Vauxhall. Which one do you guys think it's a bit like nicer? Because if you ask me, this is like the cheap version of a key. I mean, you can kind of see it. This is a bit neater. Obviously, it looks more like sleek and that. The Beamer, well, it was nice, but you know, the Beamer is from like 2013, so you know, it kind of makes sense why it looks like this. But yeah, pretty standard. Let's see.
Let's start the beast.
Engage. You have a screen in here. Obviously, no buttons, no nothing.
AK infotainment.
AK infotainment indeed. And then you're gonna have the controls for AC if you want for the air to kind of be recirculated inside. I don't know what this is.
Start stop.
Is it? Yeah, start stop deactivated.
Yeah,
that's true indeed.
I don't know what this is.
Is that like a lane assist?
I don't know.
Let's leave it on
like
and we'll see.
Something, I don't know. And this is child lock, so basically this will lock the rear, the doors. Which is nice to have it because, and then for some reason you have a shark there.
What a sharky move. For the infotainment, we're going to have like a dedicated video for it.
Yeah.
And then we're gonna have a dedicated video for Android Auto on this dashboard. Let's see. If you want to set up the autopilot, you will be able to do that. Oh, what is that?
Let's check. So you have, this is not LED in it.
Nope.
No LED in here. You have the lights here, but you don't have any light on the back. So I don't know why it says here. Like you see when the doors are open. Yeah, okay. And here you have like seat belts, airbag off, whatever. Yeah, and it has trip control.
Trip control, navigation, start, stop, and then you adjust it if you want to increase it, decrease it. This looks like a button, but trust me, you can't press it. The one in the middle, which is weird.
And on the other side, they have like the audio ones.
Audio ones, searching for like new channels, navigating through it if you want to pick up the phone and everything.
Yeah.
Doesn't look bad, to be honest. It's
not bad.
Decent.
And it has like that recognition of signs in it, like on the street. Currently, it's nothing because it's.
Well, we're not driving.
Yeah. But then, yeah. So overall,
I mean, for a small town car, I still think it's a bit expensive. But currently, you know, considering the prices, it's not like you have another choice. You know, it is what it is. You kind of get what you pay for, but it's good. It's okay. It's okay. I won't mind it. You know.
I mean, in my opinion, it's like 20% better than Sandero, quality-wise.
Yeah, that's true.
But not much. But it is a little bit more. Even
though this is cheap plastic, it doesn't look like it. It doesn't like feel like it. I don't know why. And on here, it's not that bad. It looks like. Oh, actually, this is soft. If you press on it, this is actually like soft plastic. It's not bad. Could be worse.
Okay.
Could be better.
So I think this is it.
Let's do the driving.
This is for the interior and then the driving. Stay tuned. The logo. I mean, doesn't feel like flimsy or whatever, and you can switch the gears quite okay. What I find a bit weird is the reverse. I don't know. I think I'm kind of more used to having the thing where you pull it, but it's not too bad. Right, so it has servicing on it for some weird reason. They decided it's okay, no problem at all. It's been checked. I'm curious if the radar, the thingy that actually picks up the signs, it's working properly. Because if that is the case, then it's definitely a good addition to have, especially when you are kind of relying on the driving assistant autopilot. How is it actually called? Trip control.
Trip control. Okay.
Cruise control. Cruise control.
Navigation system absent. Well, you need a smartphone if you want navigation. Otherwise, it's not gonna happen. The good part is that we have a few bumps on the road, so we can kind of test it, how it feels, and it's not that bad. It's smooth, I guess. Expected from a car which has only 3 years on the road. I mean, it will be a bit mad not to act like this.
3 years, let's say like 16,000 miles, which other people will do like in 1 year at most. Less, like maybe 9 months. So we can consider it good.
Looks like it picks the signs up. Well, now it's not showing it anymore, but it was picking them up, which is good. Now, trip control, you activate it from this little small button, and it should tell you if it's on.
Cruise control.
Well, the cruise control. And it's not working. Why is it though?
It's
Maybe
under
because
30 miles. If it's under 30 miles, it won't work.
So you have a limiter, which is there, and then you also have like an actual cruise. I guess it's good to have it if you are, as an example, in the city and you don't want to go over a certain limit. Usually is like 30 miles per hour, so if you set this one of 30 miles per hour, they should limit the speed. It's gonna save you some driving fines, so.
Traction control.
Limits wheel skid to maintain good traction. The activation above a certain speed. Hey man, at least the
graphics are okay.
Graphics are good, yeah. It's not that bad. I mean, if you kind of want a bit of a push, it's not that bad, considering it has how many? 65 horsepower?
70.
75?
75. The noise is a little bit too much for this engine, but
what if, even though it has only like 16,000 miles, they didn't really look after it, and then it started developing like a weird noise?
I mean, technically, the service is it should be 10,000 miles or 1 year. So this year should be the third service, although it has only 16,000 miles. But what I would be inclined to believe, it was only one service at 10,000 miles maybe, which was... It has automatic headlight dipping, which is not bad.
It has a few things which are good.
Yeah, I mean, but the sign recognition system,
Wheel pressure it shows for all of them.
Yeah,
yeah. The sign recognition, it's actually pretty mad. I mean, it's good to have it, but I don't know why it's not keeping it there.
yeah.
That's a bit confusing, because once you have started on a portion of the road, right, on a section of the road, if there is no other sign saying otherwise,
Yeah.
you should have whatever you picked up the last one. So
Left on next one.
Man, the noise. I don't know if you guys can hear like how the engine revs, but man, it's a bit too much. That shouldn't be the case.
So this is... enough space.
Well, I barely fit, kind of. And the noise that you have heard, most probably that is because I have activated the what's the name, the limiter. So I think that might be the reason. Let's try with cruise and see if it's gonna work. There's not much really where I can use it, but let's hope for the best. Activate. Yep, cruise active, 30 miles. I mean, when it comes to setting up the cruise, more or less it kind of the same as with every car, up, down, and then if you push it a bit more, if you hold it, yeah, it's gonna change it by 5 miles instead of 1, which is pretty standard, I guess, with any car anyway. The visibility, I mean, you can't really complain about it. It's a lot of visibility, or better said, it's enough visibility.
The windscreen wipers are silent enough.
But I don't know, man, you can't really drive this car for a long time. Even though, you know, I can drive it, it might be two things. Either I'm like a big lad and then, you know, that really makes sense. I'm 180, but it's not like the best, you know, the best experience. It's okay if you're driving around, you know, the city.
So, final conclusion?
Final conclusion, if you are 180, I will say think about it. But it's good. Definitely, as you said, a bit better than, you know, like a Sandero as an example, and most probably gonna be cars out there which they don't really have the exact same quality as this one. It's not too bad. It's not a fancy car. It's just a car that's gonna take you places. Recently, you know, made in just, you know, it's 2020, so it has like 3 years on the road. 10,000, it's a lot, but again, considering how the market is, I'm not even sure if a lot can actually be said, because, you know, everything nowadays is expensive, any type of cars, regardless. Well,
so,
and yeah, man, I guess it's worth it. It's worth it buying, but before anything, do a proper test drive on this car. And I'm not saying this because I have something against the car itself, but, you know, the position you have when you're driving it might not be for you, and that might make the difference. So give it a good test drive, and then feel free to buy it. It's not bad. Looks nice, looks decent. And we're going to have also a video for the navigation or the infotainment system, and how snappy is going to be with, you know, when we're going to use Android Auto, and we'll see after that. Anyway, guys, thanks so much for watching. You guys are fantastic, and we will see you on the next video. Bye now.